We are in a new installation, the largest installation that the Living Water World Missions Organization has ever installed. This plant will be installed in the new central station of the Guatemala National Civil Police. Because the organization is a non-profit, Living has been able to install a purification plant here in the center of the city. The Guatemalan government has granted permits to the organization, as Living has installed several water purification plants in COVID's regional hospitals since the pandemic.
We decided to install 2 water purification systems in the same place because we don't really know what the need for them is going to be. We believe that 2 water purification systems will be enough, but we will see with time.
This industrial plant will produce about 1,000 gallons of purified water per hour, but who will benefit?
We will benefit to supply the police personnel here in the Central District. We are talking about 6 police stations, which are police stations N, Turistes, 15, and 15, and the General Directorate and other sub-directorates that are here within the Central District. We are going to benefit more than 18,000 agents here in the Central District.
For a police officer, physical fitness is of utmost importance, as sometimes the situation can get complicated, and having strength and endurance will make a difference.
For every officer, it's mandatory to be physically inclined, to be healthy. That way they could do the best they can as a police officer in their job, whether helping someone out of a burning house or giving CPR to someone. If you can't get to them, there's no reason to be a police officer, I would say. It's very important. The more times they fill it up means the more time that they are drinking water, which means they're staying hydrated each day in the summertime, which is much needed.
I come from a law enforcement background, and so I have a special place in my heart for people who are involved in the law enforcement profession. What we want to do is we want to come alongside the people of Guatemala, and particularly those who are tasked with difficult jobs. And there's nothing more difficult than being a police officer in a developing country, trying to enforce order and rule of law and social justice in a country where that can sometimes be a foreign concept. Our officers here in Guatemala have a very dangerous job, and they need support. And so we are happy to come alongside them and give them the support that we can give them.
Alongside the installation of the plant is the education program for the various cadets who will soon become a police officer. They are taught about the purification plant, the importance of drinking clean water, and above all, the message of Jesus in their lives.
Yes, I do believe that the educational program, it is very, very important, for the cadets, so they can learn, again, not only about the gospel, how important it is, to have this precious, resource to having clean drinking water.
We as a Capellanía know that if God is with us, who can be against us? And we know that Jesus Christ is the only one who can give us life and give it to us in abundance.
I really think so, because we really did not know a little bit about the purification and the benefits it brings. So coming and having this water purification is going to do us a lot of good for our health and for our body.
I'm a believer, and personally, the topic where they talk about God was extremely important to me. It is important to renew our belief and our faith in God.
Our primary focus is to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. We use the water system as a vehicle to gain access to our intended recipients. And so when we came here, it was with the understanding that we would be able to present the gospel message to all of the cadets that are students here at this academy. And we've been able to do so.
As an organization, we hope that this help will be meaningful in the lives of the police officers so they can continue to grow both in their professional and spiritual lives. Thank you to all the donors for making this aid a real fact and thus continue to bring the message of Jesus to the whole world, because Jesus is the living water that gives life.